Alright guys, and the last but certainly not least figure in the Hasbro Return of Marvel Legends 2012 Wave 2 Art of Mazola Build-A-Figure line is the Dakken Wolverine. Dark Wolverine, if you will, from the Dark Avengers. And this figure is absolutely awesome. If you're a Wolverine fan at all, and you know the storyline of his birth, the circumstances surrounding that, and the things that follow, not going to spoil them for you if you don't. Definitely read into that. As you can see, the suit does have some paint flaws, as the chest is darker, than the shoulder issue right there, the shoulder paint. It's a solid figure though, guys, with great articulation. The wrist does move back and forth, rotates at the forearm, good joint in the elbow, does allow him to move his arm back, in a little bit further than straight position. Double joints more or less here at the shoulders. They do get to move in and out, as well as moving up and down, so he can throw his arm up there real high. Articulation in the torso, as you can tell, he is kind of top heavy, and his belt is rubbery. That's not like a real soft rubber. It's a solid, so it will keep its shape over time. The detail in this tattoo is great. It's exact, almost exact, if not exact, to his tattoo in the comics. The big tribal that he has going on, the tribal sleeve. Good articulation in the thigh area, and the hips does rotate at the thigh. The knee is somewhat double jointed, again with the high joint and low joint, so you can have him with his leg out or straight up. Again, bringing back the toe articulation, so you can put him in a running or like a crouching pose, if you will. His foot does turn out or in. Either way you want to do that. Nice ball joint working right there. The bone claws could have been better. I wish they would have gone with a solid, sculpt idea for these instead of just letting them be so flimsy. If they're in a package for too long, they start to run together. They're a little bit hard to bend down and keep them to keep them out like that. They are pretty cool though. They're porous, really. If I can get close enough there that you can see, they do have like a porous, bone-like texture to them, which is a pretty cool thing they did. They didn't have to add that extra layer of detail, but they did, which is, stereotypical of the Marvel Legends line. This figure is awesome. Big Wolverine fan. Love the Dark Avengers stuff. This figure is amazing. This is the mask on figure. There is a mask off as well that allows his mohawk to show, which does run back, halfway down his back at least, I believe, and does have a little hood, around his neck to show, that the mask is actually down. But this is one of the figures I would have to give a 10 to of the new Marvel Legends. I'm not a huge fan of them, but this one I'd have to give a 10, just because this character is so cool and the figure is extremely well made. So again, if you guys are looking to complete this line, obviously you're going to need all the figures, and this is a great one to get. If this is the first one you find, buy it. Like I said, it's just great. The detail in it is good. The classic, brown suit of Wolverine's is a awesome, awesome way for this figure to be dressed up. And the tattoo, I can't really say enough about. The ink, it's nice and dark. The paint for that doesn't really show any kind of visible wear to it, at all right now. I'd be surprised to see, what it does look like later. It probably, is not going to show that much wear. No articulation, though, in the fingers, obviously, since he has closed fists for the claws. But again, it's a solid figure, and I would give this figure a 10 out of 10, just because it is so awesome. And I hope you guys have enjoyed this review of the Dark Wolverine. And don't forget to check out Toys to Men on Twitter, at Toys to Men, toys2men.wordpress.com, our blog site, keeping you up to date with all the geek news. Anything happening geek, we got it. And don't forget to check out our podcasts on iTunes or Podomatic. Either way you like to do it, subscribe on iTunes, subscribe on YouTube. When you get done watching this video, why don't you go ahead and click that subscribe button. It's not going to hurt you. And as for Dark Wolverine, Toys to Men, this is Lunchbox, out.